All right, class. One of the things that can be difficult to understand, but a whole lot of fun to use, are called non-harmonic tones. If all we ever do is stay in our harmony, we're kind of dull and boring. Let's say we're in the key of G and we have a G major chord. It's pretty, but if we stay just with a G major chord, all we can play are things in G major. That leaves out some things that would be more fun to play. So let's say we had, and we're going to start with a tone that's in the chord, a G, then use a tone that's not in the chord, an A, then go back to the G again. Well, that A doesn't fit in the chord. But if we prepare for it and come back away from it, it sounds just fine. That makes it a non-harmonic tone. Now when we're writing that, we write it down, we look at all the notes, we go, okay, this is a G, this is a B, this is a D, those are all chord tones. Oh, look, that A, it's not a chord tone, and we circle it. Then we have to explain what it is. Well, if we went from G to A to G, we've gone up a step and turned around and come back down a step. And we call that a neighboring tone. It's like going to your neighbor's house and coming right back again. We can also have a passing tone. I'm going to use that same A, but I'm going to go from G to B, and I'm going to pass by that A. That's pretty cool. It's a neat sound. Now we can also have a thing called an Appoggiatura. And in an Appoggiatura, we'll have a skip and then a step. That's pretty cool. We can have an escape tone. We'll have a step, and then a skip. And then the most complicated one that you're going to have for the moment is called a changing tone. And in a changing tone, we start at a note, we go either up or down like it was going to be a neighboring tone. We turn around and go the opposite direction with a skip, and then come back with what would have been a neighboring tone. So we'll have this really cool little sound. That started and went up, skipped down, came back up again to the same beginning note. Now I could go down first. In English we call those changing tones, but you'll also find them in a lot of theory books marked as cambiata. Cambiata is Italian for changing. If you're in a foreign country and you're looking for a place to make change, you can look for the cambiata, and that's a place where they make change. So those are changing tones. So those are 5 different ways of adding some new sounds to a piece of music that you're writing. In a neighboring tone, you start with a chord tone, you go up or down by one step, turn around and come back. So your stepwise motion, both directions, you go opposite directions. So you approach it by step, then you turn around and you go the other direction by step. In a passing tone, it's approached by step and also left by step, but in the same direction, so you pass right by it. An appoggiatura is approached by skip and left by step. An escape tone is approached by step and then left by skip. You just escape away from it. And a changing tone is approached by step, skips the other direction, and comes back by step to the original note. So it's kind of like having 2 neighboring tones without coming back to the original tone in the beginning. Let me play them all for you again. Here's a neighboring tone. Here's that same A as a passing tone. Here's an Appoggiatura. We're going to skip up and come back down. And an escape tone, we're going to go by step and then just escape away. And our changing tones. And I hope those will make it more interesting for you when we begin writing music this week.